Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
The following contest is a table
Things
match.
are about to get interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Making his way to the ring.
No matter where his match is on the card, whenever John Cena's in the ring and possesses a big fight main event feel, it's just another reason why Cena's known as the franchise. Just making his presence felt there.
Oh, no. Wait a minute, Cole. What's he going to do here? Oh, that'll knock the wind out of you. I'm not sure I can watch this.
And so what are your thoughts right now on John Cena?
John Cena came here tonight to battle. John Cena came here looking for a fight.
And that's exactly what he's going to get.
Look at these two giving it their all. There's absolutely no quit in them tonight.
You know, it's remarkable. When John Cena has his adversary incapacitated, there's always the very real possibility that he will go to the submission hold that he has developed into his trademark, the STF.
Oh, yeah.
Cena doesn't miss many chances to lock that hold in, does he?
As this continues, it's harder and harder to catch your breath.
Yeah, that'll take the wind out of your sails.
Oh, you felt that go right through the body. You may not agree with this form of attack, but it's very smart. Now, time will tell if that'll be enough to win the match. This just gets worse. We talk about separation between you and your opponent as a key to victory. I don't know how you can be expected to do that when you're getting beaten all to hell.
And when John Cena is able to lock in that STF hold that we were talking about, the result is pretty predictable. Very few of his foes are able to escape it.
Right.
Cena has a lot of championship matches on his resume, and so many of them have ended on a tap out after John's applied the STF.
You know, a few of those contests come to mind, Michael. Cena used the STF to force Mark Henry to tap out at Money in the Bank in 2013. That was for the WWE Championship. And Cena finished Chris Jericho with it at Armageddon in 08 for the heavyweight title.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, just goes to show you, nobody's immune to the effects of John Cena's STF.
Ouch, he's going to be bruised from head to toe before this one's over.
Oh, this isn't good. And it's just getting worse. I wonder if the referee is too intimidated to do anything. At some point, this madness has to end.
Oh, and he missed that one. God, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, you're not doing any damage with swings like that, but keep doing it. The breeze may give him a cold. You know, Cole, right from day one of his WWE life, John Cena has been squarely under the brightest spotlight there is. His very first match at the top level of World Wrestling Entertainment was against Kurt Angle. I mean, as a complete unknown, Cena stepped right up and answered a challenge from one of the toughest superstars out there. That's jumping into the deep end with both feet.
Oh, and did you hear the impact?
Oh, that's...
Ow!
Ooh. Oh, my. Get the medics down here.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Back where it belongs, inside the ring.
Well, as for the start to John Cena's distinguished WWE career, I think jumping straight into the deep end with his inaugural match against Kurt Angle was the perfect way to start things off.
Right.
Well, the only way. And I don't think Cena even knows where the shallow end is.
Oh, you're right. There's nothing like having a WWE debut against a main event star, and at the time, that's exactly what John Cena did. There's no doubt that had a major effect on Cena's career and the goals he set for himself here in the WWE.
And once again, we see a return to this specific maneuver. Hey, whatever works.
Yeah, if it keeps working, keep working.
And Bret Hart makes him pay for all that.
Well, we're on the move here.
Well, that missed him all right.
Hey, did you look before firing? What an idiot. Oh, he's in trouble now. Watch it.
There it is, the attitude adjustment.
Oh, the dreaded AA. You know, Michael, it seems hard to believe that John Cena has held the WWE Championship more than 10 times. I know,
Unreal.
that sounds impossible. I remember the 10th time he won the title, taking it from Alberto Del Rio in Buffalo on the Night of Champions in 2011. That was the kind of a milestone that we might get to witness once in a generation.
And we called the match.
Yes.
A crippling slam to the mat.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you can find yourself in a world of hurt.
Bret Hart with a nice reversal.
Uh-oh, I think that really hurt his arm. Oh, once you get out of the ring, anything can happen. You've got exposed steel, concrete, the barricades, and all of it can be used to cause massive damage.
You know, we were talking about the incredible way John Cena secured his 10th WWE Championship. The deck was stacked against him on that Night of Champions in 2011.
Yes.
He had to beat Alberto Del Rio, and the Mexican Aristocrat had some help. But as he usually does, John Cena dug down deep. He beat the odds, and he claimed the title. Cena was a man possessed that night.
Oh, Cena was possessed all right, Michael. And he did some repossessing, too. He stole Alberto's car before the match and entered the arena in it. Remember that?
Of course I do.
Cena was really trying to provoke Del Rio, and it worked. Alberto was furious. You don't steal an aristocrat's automobile. You just don't do it.
Wow, that was a wild strike. Talk about missing the target.
Yeah, it looked like it was completely out of desperation. Really pinpointing that back now.
Yeah, doing a lot of damage here.
He sees it.
Look at this. This could be it.
Here we go. John Cena giving him a serious attitude adjustment. Say goodnight.
Oh, that attitude adjustment was impressive. Way to go, John.
There it is, the finisher. This could all be over right now.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you can find yourself in a world of hurt.
I got to tell you, these guys are in the best shape I've ever seen them in. A kick to the gut. That'll double you over.
Timber, and he falls hard. Oh, my gosh, not the table.
Now that's how you make a statement. When this guy's on, look out.
John Cena striking out with the fist.
Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous objects. Man, he's still down after that move. I almost won. Man, there's no getting up from that. He's pulling out all the stops tonight.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Well, I don't blame him. Keep the action inside the ring. That's where you're going to win this thing.
He's bringing it back inside the ring now.
I can't blame him. Keep it in the ring. Ow! Hard kick to the ribs.
Whoa! A direct hit. Talk about getting tagged and knocked in the middle of next week.
With action like this, it's no wonder Raw has been around as long as it has.
Oh, his body has to be broken right now.
There he goes again.
And again. And again.
And again. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
And there's the reversal. Quick thinking to avoid that.
Nobody home there.
Nobody home? Cole, that looked like the house has been empty for months.
Oh, and did you hear the impact?
It's safe to say the entire WWE locker room has just been put on notice.
John Cena with the offense.
There's a point where all of your training goes right out the window and you rely on instinct. After getting beaten twice with a weapon, you can bet this is one of those times.
It's got to be over now.
Oh, watch out. 2 major blows with that weapon did significant damage. If this isn't enough to win the match, I don't want to know what's going to happen next.
He's showing no signs of letting up. Dropped. And that was a hard shot.
Man, oh man, did he take a wild swing with that one.
You're right. That was wild indeed. Good thing we're over here. And he brings the action back inside the ring.
Yeah, I think this is good strategy. Few superstars are as dominant as this guy.
Boy, he just got laid out.
What a match! These competitors trying to keep their wits about them.
Well, Cole, it's so important not to lose your cool in a match like this, not to lose your focus. You make a mistake, and I guarantee you, your opponent is going to capitalize on it.
That wild strike found nothing but empty air that time.
Man, that's what you call swinging for the fences and missing.
What a maneuver by Bret Hart.
Boy, he is really tired now. That tank of his has to be reading empty.
It has to be, King, but I still don't see him giving up.
Oh, he missed.
Oh, nobody home that time.
It looks like that back is under a great deal of stress right now.
Oh, that's called going down and staying down. Good night.
Those eyes are starting to look glazed over.
Sometimes all it takes is a punch, or in this case, repeated punches.
Oh, what a shot. That did some serious damage. You can't take too many of those and expect to be in the match much longer.
The strike finds its target.
Whoa, a direct hit. Talk about getting tagged and knocked in the middle of next week. Oh, wow. Oh, that'll take the wind right out of you.
We're seeing 2 outstanding athletes looking to prove their dominance in there, but only one can walk out victorious. Who will it be?
Look at him unloading with the Dez press.
As awful as it is to say at times, John Cena is such a domineering entity between these ropes. Right now, we're witnessing him assume full control of the contest.
He's zoned in on the back now.
Boy, those vertebrae got to be close to being fractured.
And he fails to connect with anything that time.
Man, that was some miss, all right. I could feel the breeze all the way over here.
He'll have a tough time shaking the cobwebs loose after that.
When you're beat up, the last thing you want to have to deal with is this amount of power.
What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put themselves through. The intensity of this has been incredible.
What a tremendous victory. And here's some highlights from the matchup.